Okay.
And sync.
Sync. Except for that doesn't work.
I know.
Hello, passengers and crew members. Welcome aboard. Stop looking at my...
Sorry, I thought it said tobacco and Pikachu, and I was like, what?
Welcome aboard my spaceship. I am here today with my sister.
I'm the Lyrebird. It's nice to meet you.
And I am Captain Alamort Blatherskit. And today I am finally going to be putting together the FAQ that I said I was going to put together a long time ago, but then didn't because I only had like 2 questions. But now I have more than that. And also I went on Tumblr and DeviantArt to ask for supplement questions, and now I think I probably have enough to make a video. I just needed a couple more and I think we're good now. Before we get fully started on the FAQ, I do want to explain what's going on the screen right now. So I will be designing EagleTale sands as a fell, a swap, and a fell swap? This is a little complicated because there's like 3 different kinds of swap. There's like 3 of them, right? There's a purple one, there's a red one, and there's a blue one, and I literally don't know what the difference is between any of them, except for that people are really determined about which one is the real one.
I just go purple because it's a mix of red and blue.
See, I'm gonna go red because it's gonna go blue, red, blue, red.
Makes sense.
So that's why I'm doing the red one. I'm not saying that the red one's the right one. I'm not saying that the red one's the wrong one. I just want to do it because it makes sense to the whole illustration. That's it. That's the only reason.
This is a weird fandom.
Thank you. It's fun. It's super great.
I'm only from the sidelines. Hello.
She just hangs out. She introduced me and then bailed.
I didn't bail. I just didn't get into it as much.
Oh, I fell in love immediately.
I know you did.
So I already have references picked for each character for what costume designs I'm kind of going for. If you want to find the reference pictures, you go to Google Images and you type in 1700s men's fashion. You will find all of the references that I have here. That's exactly where I found them. I wanted to find the links to the people to give credit. However, every single link on Google Image right now links back to Pinterest. Mm-hmm. And then those links link to someone else's board on Pinterest. So it's like, I can't find the original links, but
it's so hard.
It's on Google.
So hard to credit these days.
It's so hard. Anyway, credit to the original artists, designers, photographers.
Yeah.
They're all cool.
Cool.
Shrug.
All
right. So I'm going to start with red. And, my sister's here, by the way, so that she can read me the questions, because I can't draw and read at the same time.
Hello.
Also, she's going to stop me if I start getting too rambly, because I ramble.
Reddo.
Outfit.
Oh. Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Go. So this is a question from Anything to Eat, and it is, what does FAQ mean?
FAQ stands for Frequently Asked Questions. So this is me answering questions that tons of people have asked me over and over and over again. That way I can direct them to this video rather than having to answer them over and over and over again. Except for some of them, some of the questions are the questions that I asked for specifically from Tumblr and DeviantArt, and 2 of them, I believe, are not related to EagleTale, but I'm answering them anyway because anarchy and revolution, and you can't stop me. Okay.
Okay. This is from Technical.
Mm-hmm.
What was the inspiration? Oh, maybe it wasn't from Technical. Maybe it's from...
Oh, Technical. Technical, I separated the questions into categories to kind of keep it
Yeah.
So, Technical is the category that we're in right now. It's technical questions about the comic.
Oh, sorry, Man of Yin Yang. This is your question.
Yeah.
Man of Yin Yang asks, what was the inspiration?
The inspiration was... So when I'm listening to musicals, I like to put different characters into the different places in the musical. Like, they're putting on the musical. When I was listening to Hamilton was also when I was really getting into Undertale. So I was imagining the Undertale characters as the characters in Hamilton, and then I was drawing them in their costumes, and then I was coming up with a story that was original, and now I have an AU. So Hamilton was the inspiration. Yes.
I'm learning so many new things about you.
Are you? You don't do that?
Oh no, I totally do that.
Okay. I'm like, this is weird, isn't it?
No,
one
I
does
do that
this
when
for
I
me.
read.
Yeah?
I always have my characters.
Oh my gosh, I do that too.
This is from Decima Dragonoid.
Mm-hmm.
And they ask, when does Artie take place?
It takes place in a fictional 1700 setting. So I don't hold myself, like, super strict to the rules of the actual 1700s.
I mean, who should?
Fashions and technologies that don't exist actually in the actual 1700s do make their way into my comic. I'm not a schooler. So so I'm not, like, super erg about it. Also, some clothing items that I want to put characters in weren't invented yet. Like, he's gonna be wearing a derby, and that wasn't invented until 1840 sometime, but I don't care. I want him to wear a derby.
So, where does Artie take place?
Artie takes place in a fictional Earth situation, like Full Metal Alchemist or Earthbound. It's not really Earth, but it's Earth. But it's not like these guys are hanging out in London or America or something like that.
So, what is soul trafficking?
Soul trafficking is basically like human trafficking, except for the only goal is to obtain a person's soul. And that rhymed, and I bothered. Shut up. I don't know if this is 100% true, but I believe it used to be a practice back in, like, the 1700s when medical science was still a huge mystery, that, you know, like, the orphan down the street or the homeless man under the bridge would mysteriously go missing, and then all of a sudden the doctor down the street would have a new brain in a jar. Wonder where that came from.
That and freshly dead people.
Yeah.
Lots of grave digging.
Mm-hmm. So that's sort of what it's kind of in reference to.
How did Azrael Dreamer become a flower?
Spoiler. Stop asking me that question. I'm not going to tell you answers to questions that give away the plot. Sorry.
Though, I mean, how does anyone become a flower?
Such deep questions asked here on my spaceship.
How did Gaster disappear if there is no core?
Who said there's no core? Gasp. Beautiful.
Thank you. I think this is a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
A new
category.
A little bit of oof.
Oh yeah, these questions might oof some people. Just a warning.
Okay. Is this supposed to be like World War II or slavery?
No. I really don't like those topics. They make me really agitated. So I thank you. I just got a pat. I try to avoid that kind of subject matter. I know that sounds kind of weird being how the comic is, but I guess it's fine for me because it's fiction. But no. Racism and that whole business with World War II is not an inspiration for this at all.
Okay. Yeah. The reason why I cut off is because it says, is this supposed to be like World War II or SLA?
I have really good handwriting.
So, here's another question.
Mm-hmm.
Are humans racist/sexist?
Stop making fun of my handwriting.
I'm sorry.
No, humans are not racist. They're too busy being speciest to be racist.
Oof.
And as for sexist, that's a little different. I can't really answer that question because it has to do with someone's backstory. But let's just say they were, but they're not now. Now they're not. I mean, you see women in the army. They're, the professor is a woman. So it's not like they're not allowed to do anything.
Yeah. Is Frisk a boy or a girl?
I did not gender Frisk. Frisk is a Frisk. Frisk has no gender. Like in the game, for this story, I did not feel it necessary to go one way or the other with Frisk's sex. It's not important. I do have AUs where it is sort of important, and so I do. This just isn't one of those. If you think Frisk is a girl, you're right. If you think Frisk is a boy, you're right. It's basically up to you. And if someone has the opposite opinion of you, be nice to them because they're correct. You're right, but so are they. So be nice.
They can't see you making faces.
I'm making faces and pointing and doing hand motions to try to get it in. Just only niceness allowed on this spaceship. This is a wholesome spaceship. We only have nice here.
This is a very important question. Is my ship in it?
Is my ship in it?
Are they dating?
Very probably not. I'm really sorry, but first of all, there are so many ships in the UT world that it would be impossible for me to cover all of them. Everyone would all have to be dating everyone else. And that's not what we're doing.
And everyone got married.
And then everyone got married. And Sans has a weird thing on his head. So, no, probably not. How do bowler hats work?
You're doing pretty good.
It's like that. It's.
Okay, we go with that?
What was I saying? Oh, ships.
No.
Ships.
The answer is no.
The answer is no. The answer is, the only ship that I really carried over is, of course, the canon one. Undyne and Alphys, yes. They are in a relationship. Not really anyone else. Nanny and Professor Souster are a thing. Feel free to ship them. It was important to their backstory, so it is included. And, yeah. Oh, feel free to ship my characters. That doesn't make it canon to my story, but you go ahead. But please leave Frisk out of it. In this AU, Frisk is definitely a child. They are a toddler at best. So just please leave them out of it. Thank you. Also, I'm moving on to BB.
Okay. Is my fave gonna be in it?
Is my fave gonna be in it? Oh, favorite character?
Yeah. Where's my favorite character?
Spoilers.
Morty.
Spoilers. I'm not telling you. You're gonna have to watch. Morty. Also, really quick, I'm just gonna say, yes, I have designed this person before. I don't like it. I'm doing it over again. Don't at me. Okay, go on.
Hey. Does Sans know about the AUs?
No. At this point, no. Sans is unaware of the different universes for a few reasons. One of them being that I feel like the AUs are team club is kind of exclusive, and I don't want to just go show up and be like, hey, my Sans is in this now, like if one of the AU Sanses came and introduced themselves to my Sans, maybe, but as of right now, no. Also, if it was going to happen, it would have to be after this story was over, because knowledge of the AU and all that comes with that would ruin my plot. So it would have to happen after this.
Can Fisk reset?
Can who?
Frisk?
Yes.
Did I not say frisk?
You said Fisk.
You know what? I was trying not to say rest. Because you wrote rest here.
Did I?
Yes!
I'm pretty sure I definitely wrote reset.
No, it's rest.
I don't think I think you must be reading it wrong.
No, reset is spelled R-E-S-E-T.
Uh-huh.
You spelled R-E-S-T, rest.
That can't be right. My spelling is impeccable. Everyone knows. I never misspell anything.
So can Fisk rest? Let them rest! Let the babe sleep!
No! Really though, no. Frisk does not have that ability. Lots of AUs choose not to use that story element. Device. Thank you.
I'm like,
story device. I'm just one of them. I don't want to have to deal with time travel and stuff.
Okay. This question just says, Nanny?
Nanny? Okay, a couple of things about Nanny. None of these questions were, like, specifically asked, but people have been chatting about them, and I've been watching you guys chat about them.
Ooh.
First off, Nanny, Obedience. That's her name. Obedience. She is the nanny. She is not Frisk's mom. She's like the au pair. She was hired by the general to take care of the kids. Also, her name is just Obedience because I looked up old names for girls, and Obedience was one of them on the list, and I said, hey, I really like that name, and then I picked it. That's why her name is Obedience. It has nothing to do with her soul classification. That was a good thought, though, and I wish I had thought of that at the beginning.
I hate it when that happens.
Because either I would have implemented it into the story, or I would have realized that it was going to be confusing and I wouldn't have done it, and I would have named her something else. But gosh darn it if you guys aren't smarter than me.
Frisk's mom?
Frisk's an orphan. Frisk has no mom.
Frisk has no mom. Frisk has no dad.
Frisk was adopted by the general. The general is the adopted father, not by blood.
Yeah.
Read me the question.
This one has a name attached to it. Fire Soul 909 asks, why is Sans in trouble?
Sans is in trouble because they think he kidnapped Frisk. And yeah, he didn't. He was just bringing Frisk back to the humans. However, the humans are speciest. They think that he's very probably just lying to them. He's just a stupid, dirty monster. You know, he wouldn't tell the truth even if he wasn't, you know, soul trafficking. Yeah, they think he kidnapped the general's kid. So yeah, he's in trouble.
Where's Asgore?
Asgore's chilling. He's around. Don't worry about it. He'll show up when the time's right. You know, in the game he didn't show up until the very end. And I am sort of going in order of the game. Sort of. Not 100%. There's gonna be some backwards coming up here. But mostly, I'm going in order of the game.
Okay. And these are questions about you.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one is from Terror Posts. And they say, hola!
Hey, hello, hi.
Anonymous asks, how long have you been drawing for Revolution Dale?
Revolution Dale?
Revolution Dale.
How long have you been drawing for Riverdale?
How long have you been drawing for Riverdale? Just so you know.
Riverdale is animated, and I draw for it. That's how good at drawing I am. AU, also, where everything's the same except for Riverdale. I'm moving on to the last guy.
Okay. how long
Yes.
have you been drawing for Revolution Tale?
Dang. I've been drawing Revolution Tale. It's been 3 years. Last November 10th. November 10th is the anniversary of Revolution Tale, and yeah.
So Stacy, the comedian, asks, how did you find out about Undertale?
This person right here.
It was me!
It was me all along!
It was me! Dio! Yeah, how did I find it?
I don't know. How did you? I just remember one day you came downstairs and you're like, hey, we're going to play this game. It's called Undertale. And I'm like, all right.
You know, I probably found it through Earthbound.
Probably.
Like, my Earthbound community was talking about it. I'm like, what the heck are you even talking about?
Yeah.
And then I found it, and I played it, and it was good. This person says, I'm literally screaming about My Hero Academia, and I haven't even gotten to the most emotional part. No. By the way, you ever watched the anime or read the manga?
Yes. I watched the anime. I don't have money to read the manga, nor do I like to pirate manga, because it's a pain in the butt. There's like no moral reason. It's just annoying to try to pirate manga. That's all. Yes, I love it. Crackhead All Might's design is my favorite design, like, ever, for anything. If anyone hurts Fukigami, I'm going to kill them. He's my best bird boy.
Oh.
And I love him! Okay, I don't know how to do the coat. I've done this thing where I've put his hands in his pockets preemptively, but all of these coats are long. For Red, I, like, swished his coat back behind his arms, because I figured that that's probably what Red would do, but I have no idea about this guy, and I feel like he's very fancy, like, just from the pictures I've seen of him.
You should move his hands so that he has it shoved into his coat pocket, like in his pictures.
Napoleon. Let's see, like, if
into
I can,
his shirt.
I'll see if I can move his arms around without getting too confused. I had the bases drawn for a reason. It was for a reason. Anyway, go on.
Can I dub or translate your comic?
Yes, totally go ahead. Just know that there are already dubs and translations out there. Also, please make it obvious that I wrote Revolution Tale and link back to me and give credit properly. I have had some people, I'm not going to name names, that have not properly credited me, and people have no idea that they didn't do it. So yeah. Also, send me a link so that I can look at it with my eyes and just, like, soak in all of the magnificence that is people liking something that I did. And also, if your translation is one that is new, I will put it on my translation link on my Tumblr blog so that it's more easily accessible to people who need it.
How many translations do you have now? That's a question from me.
Question! Read out your username.
My username is Greendresser. I think it's what it is.
Uh-huh.
Is Greendresser on Tumblr. That's my art blog.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know how many translations you have.
There's a lot of translations. I feel like I have a lot of Russian ones.
Wow.
I have a couple Vietnamese.
Okay.
I have a dub in French,
I
which
know
is
that
just like EagleTale, that super cool guy.
Yeah. Ayo.
Shout out. Go watch it, even if you don't speak French. I love it so much. Oh, maybe I'll put his hands in his coat pockets. Genius! I don't know if these have pockets in them, but like I said, I don't freaking care! Now they do!
Can I draw you fan art?
Yes, just again, please link back to me so people know where the original is from, and also send me a link so that I can see it and love it and die loving it.
Can I help you with your colors or your editing?
No. Thank you so much for offering. It warms my little alien heart to know that you would want to help me out. But I am not only extremely picky and not really good at working in a team, which is really great for life skills. But I am also extremely particular about what's going on in my work, and I don't want to subject any of you guys to me trying to communicate that with you and then not communicating it properly, and then everyone's confused and I get stressed and you get stressed and it's a problem. So yeah, no, don't worry about it. I got it. Even though sometimes I don't, but now I do. Right now, at this moment, totally got it. Working fresh.
Hey yo, that was it.
That was it?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not done.
Too bad.
Okay. Let's chat while I do his shoes.
Those are some cool shoes.
They are. I was gonna put him in boots.
Oh.
I probably should put him in boots. But I like these fancy, dumb shoes. Like,
I love them.
Look at these dumb, fancy
Those
shoes.
are great.
Look at that. I love them. And I want them for me.
For me.
Even though I can't wear shoes. Because of my alien bod.
I love your alien bod.
Thanks. My little alien bod. You know where that's from?
What?
You are also cursed. Gallivants?
Oh my god.
Are you dying? Because
I've been recursed.
I'm recursed. That show was so... I watched it. It's on YouTube for free. And I watched it at like 3 o'clock in the morning
And
the
you
other
didn't
night.
wake me up?
And I thought I was gonna die. I'm like, oh, if it's still on YouTube,
Link it.
go watch Gallivants. You will hate me and never speak to me again.
It's like The Ring.
It's like The Ring.
You have to watch it so that we can have peace.
We watched this when we were children. It was a movie that we watched when we were kids.
It was for children.
For children, and I was dying inside. I was like, as an adult, I would not be able to sit in a room with a kid and watch this movie because there's so many they're asking for the jokes. They're asking for them. And I made them to myself at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Anyway. So yeah, that's just a little glimpse into our childhood.
Please watch it. We need peace.
I think I'm done.
Yeah.
I think I'm done.
Look at those boys.
So I'm gonna get these guys all up to this guy's level of doneness. And yeah, I will show them at the end of the video.
He needs to tuck in his shirt. Look at that. What a mess.
You sound like the virus.
What a mess.
Okay, that did not sound like the virus.
Wah! Sam, it's me, your brother. Waluigi.
Thank you so much for the questions. I hope I answered them well. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. And if you would like to become a permanent passenger aboard my ship, then maybe hit the subscribe button. If you want to read my comic, then you can go to my Tumblr or my DeviantArt. And if you would like to become a crew member and help my ship stay flying, then maybe consider going over to Patreon, donating $1. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you want to hear more shenanigans between me and my sis here, we played Deltarune on this channel.
Deltarune.
I don't remember how well those videos are. It was like a year ago. So hopefully they're still funny.
They probably are to us.
I would probably die laughing watching them. Everyone else would just be like, this is stupid. And if you like my sister,
if you enjoy vastly underrated pieces of media that are actually like the best thing, please go to the Green Dresser at tumblr.com or Songbird88 on DeviantArt, and I'll have other links there to other things that I do. That's a pickle. Is that me?
That's you. That's what you look like. Thanks again for watching. Feel free to move about the cabin. Captain Alamort
and the Lyrebird
are signing off.
Bye.
I think that went well.
I think that went well.
I think that went rather well, don't you?